Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously, create dozens of quick lists, display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Welcome to the Swing Trading Show. It's 12:45. I will open the question bar if you have any questions. So right now the market open positive. We're up at least not far from 300 points up. Now we're up 90 points. So we're deflating. There's no reason for deflating, but when we look at the SPY, see we hit the double top in a 15-minute chart, and we're not far from the trend before we start going in correction. Nasdaq, it's already negative because the big semiconductor and biotech are negative, and the TSX is also negative because the only sector that is pushing higher, it's energy, and right now energy is making pressure on its support. If energy go back at the top, it could be interesting for swing trading, but right now if you did not open position this morning, I will wait to have a better opportunity. We also had the earnings of Chorus, but Chorus, the main reason why it's down 20% is because they reduced their dividend from 9.5 cents to 6 cents quarterly. But the big earning that we had was Canopy. So Canopy has very weak earning, minus 31 cents. Versus expectation of a loss of 8 cents, so they lost 23 cents more than what they was expecting. And now we're back around the low on Canopy, and there's a lot of weakness also in the marijuana sector. If you look, most of the stock break their trend. Aurora break its trend. Yes, it did not break the support, but if you have opened there, be sure that if you wait under the supports that you're not erasing all of your position. This is important. So example, Aurora Cannabis is a stock that we recommend on June 19. We took a profit, but we decided to close the position today. Organigram, it's another stock that we had since very long time. The stock just make a breakdown during the French show. Now it's flat. But if we make a new low again, we will close the position. If not, if it's a rebound, we'll keep it. But probably that if we close lower than the 520, we will close the position. And same thing for Chronos. Chronos, it's another stock that we had in our analyst portfolio. Right now, we are on a support. If we go to 845, we will close the position. This is a stock that we have recommended at 834, if I remember exactly. So we'll still make money, and it's stock also that we took 2 profit on it. But if you had open example Chronos on June 20, you will need to close the position absolutely today and on a new low. So, and same for Organigram. If you bought Organigram there today, you need to close, and you cannot wait more. So there's a lot of weakness in the marijuana. No reason for the weakness except the weak earnings of Canopy. But also at the same time, I think that the sector push since April because of we know that they will legalize the recreational marijuana, and right now I think that people just taking profit and removing money off the table. Hydropothecary, we are still in the higher than the supports, and this is it for the marijuana. If we look at our stock, we are a small neutral formation, but there's a lot more weakness and potential on the downside on QQQ. Same for the Dow. If we could continue to go down, and the SPY also. The SPY will be very important, because if we close under 270, 269, it will be a real breakdown, and it will be tough to know up to where we could go. So SPY, we are on very important points, and there's a lot of more potential on the downside than on the upside. So if you have long position, or you need to be vigilant about it and reduce it when it's important to do it. And TSX is a lot more stronger. Today slightly negative, but TSX, if we go down, it will be negative, but if we break out, it will be a new high time high, a new movement. So it will be a lot more interesting on the TSX to move. And TSX, it's like 200 points on the downside and approximately 200 points on the upper side. So we could go in both directions on the TSX. Today it's all about the energy sector. USO is very strong because the inventory was very weak today. The offer was down 9.9 million barrels, so we are at 72.86. It's a new high for the last 52 weeks, or just near. I think it was 72.83 or 72.88, and now we are at 72.89. So it's up 3% because of the old inventory that was very weak. So it's pushing very hard since the OPEC decide to increase their production. So it's kind of strange. We increase the production, but we will have to see in the next couple of weeks if we could continue to keep the momentum. We had a couple of nice breakout in the energy. The sector is in breakout, but right now I think we really need to wait for a new movement in the energy. So stock starts to deflate, but Meg Energy stays strong. Inner Plus also. Crescent Points is in breakout. Birchcliff is in breakout also. So we have a couple of breakout, but you just need to monitor the risk reward on the stock. So don't buy stock that you could lose more than 7 to 8%. So if you could lose 10 to 12, I think it's too risky for the moment. With the all up 10%, we have recommended stock on the Market Guru this morning, one in Canada, one in the States. But right now, I will see that the opportunity is less interesting than at the opening. So we will go to the pause, and after we will continue to look at the sector.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
So with the rebound of this morning, most of the sector that was bearish in Canada and all of the sector that was bearish in the States are back neutral. But with the weakness on the market, I think that we could have a sector that will go down in bearish cycle, and we have a couple also of a bearish ETF that we will look together. But right now we have energy and staple consumption in an upward cycle in Canada. In bearish cycle we have technology. Technology is very weak, and it's Shopify that is very weak right now. We have also discretionary consumption and financial. So if we look at technology, Shopify down another 5%. That was a very strong stock, but now we have broke the trend of April, so we could continue to go lower. I think 180 is a possibility. OpenText was positive this morning. If the stock go back to a 49, 86, 85, it's a breakdown. BlackBerry yesterday was a nice rebound. Touch the support, go back, but now we're back around the support. If you have opened a position around 13, you could decide to close it if you go back, or wait at 1290. But if we broke the major supports, you need to close your position on BlackBerry. Absolutely. We have Solium also. The one stock that was strong this morning was Celestica, not far from a breakout at the top. Volume is great, but sector is weak. The other sector that was weak is discretionary consumption. We have a couple of breakdowns yesterday in the sector. Well, Dollarama was in rebound. Now it's back negative. We also had a rebound, a breakdown yesterday. Well, Star Group continuous movement. It's no more correction. It's now a downward cycle. Restaurant Brand is not far from a breakdown also. Yesterday, Yesterday we had also Canadian Tire in breakdown, but Cogeco is in breakdown today. Chorus because of his dividend, and CTC and Canadian Tire was in breakdown 2 days ago. Is still holding the points, and Magda is so. It's a couple of stock, Dollarama, and a couple of stock, Star Group, Restaurant Brand, but it's another sector that we need to monitor. And the third sector was financial. So financial also, we had a couple of big movement, but we're back negative. For the moment, there are no explication for the market to go down from 300 to 100 points, but it's negative. And the best bearish ETF, if we look at our list, I'm not sure about SPXU right now. And as for SQQQ, I will wait to have a real breakdown in QQQ. Same for the Dow. I will wait to have a real breakdown under the double supports that we have. But on the IWM, it could also be interesting if we go lower. It's TZA. The VIX could continue to push if the market continue to go down, but I would prefer to day trade the stock. But opportunity is still big. If we accelerate in the afternoon, we could make $5, $4. So next point will be around $55 on TVX. USO, don't touch to a USO. It's the best one. It's on NASDAQ. And it will be, look at IBB, who continue to be weak, and also XBI. So look at LEBD. LEBD, we could have a nice opportunity today for an entry point and a day trading with the possibility of swing trading after that, or just end swing trading around 26.86. The exit point will be at $24. And we also have semiconductors. Semiconductors are weak since a couple of days, I will say since mid-June, but today we could have a new breakdown. And again, it's not a stock that we will lose a lot of points. 10.58, 11.23. So we could have a loss of approximately 7% on the stock. We could day trade it first. Next entry point will be around 11.30. So there's a couple of stock to monitor. And if the market did not rebound, I think we could have opportunity tomorrow also for the bearish ETF. So right now, monitor your long position. If they're weak, don't hesitate to close it. And you could quietly add some bearish ETF or some short position on the market. So have a nice day. See you next week, next Wednesday, for an update on the Swing Trading Show.